What's going on, guys? Got a comparison video right here on two excellent backpacks. Both of these share a lot in common. However, one of these is half the cost of the other. Let's just go ahead and get started without further ado. This is the 511 Rush 12, and this one right here is the LA Police Gear Atlas 12 Tactical Backpack. Again, sharing a lot in common, these two beg to be compared to. Both have MOLLE webbing, both have the same outer diameter pockets, both have just about the same overall dimensions, and both have just about the same build quality. Again, the LA Police Gear, though, being half the cost as the 511. So if you're in the market for a new backpack and you've been eyeballing either one of these, trying to decide which one to go with, I'll have an affiliate link down there in the description box down below for both of these right here over at LA Police Gear, because they do carry both of these packs and you can do your comparison shopping right over there at one website. I want to thank LA Police Gear for sending me this Atlas 12 over to give you guys a good look at it. I have previously purchased this 511 here, so I should be able to give you a pretty good idea as to which one you may want to purchase. Let's just go over some of the main features that you can tell apart from these two packs right here. Both of these are in the Ranger green color. You can tell one is slightly different colored from the other, but if you give a comparison to a Ranger green accessory bought online, it lands somewhere in the middle of both of these. So you can guarantee that your Ranger green accessories and MOLLE pouches will line up with just about either one of these. One of the major differences that you can see on the outside of the pack is that the 511 went with your traditional MOLLE webbing and the LA Police Gear went with the laser cut webbing. The idea behind the laser cut webbing was to stay with a more subtle look instead of more tactical. I'll let you be the judge of that. Let's go over some of the more features that they have in common, such as this loop morale patch area right here. You got more real estate, obviously almost half that pack on this side on the LA Police Gear, whereas you only have just this little square. So if that matters to you, there it is. On the top here you do have loop as well, loop Velcro on the top. However, the LA Police Gear has, again, more real estate than the 511. Both of these have grab handles on the top. Both of these have eyeglass pockets on the top that are nicely felt lined. Both of these have just about the same front pocket diameters and structure and design. And both of these have the MOLLE all over them. Both of them have the cinch straps on the sides. Both of them have nicely contoured backpack straps right here in the yoke design. And both of them have bladder openings with openings for the straws on the tops of the handle. So where do the differences start? Let's just go over with the technical differences. The construction of the 511 Rush 12 is a 1050 denier nylon material, as the LA Police Gear is a 900 denier polyester with PVC coating on the inside to help with waterproofing. Both of these are fairly water resistant. Neither one of these are waterproof. One of the major things that the 511 Rush 12 has over the LA Police Gear Atlas 12 on the outside is this here concealed carry compartment that was new for, again, the design changes for 2021. So if you needed to, you could have a concealed carry compartment in there which has loop Velcro if you wanted to stick your favorite hook Velcro holster on the inside of that thing. So it does not have that feature on the LA Police Gear, but again, this was new for 2021 design feature change on the Rush series of packs. The main difference in either one of these, outside of what you can tell on the outside here, is in the total capacity of either one of these. The 511 stands at about 1476 cubic inches, whereas the LA Police Gear stands at about 2142, definitely more area inside of here as far as cubic inches goes inside of the LA Police Gear. Let's go ahead and open both of these up and see what they have to offer on the inside as far as organizational pockets go. We'll go ahead and start with this outer pocket here, this main outer compartment, and talk about the zippers real fast as I open this. The 511 has smaller zippers here. Both of these have plastic hardware except for the zipper mechanism itself, but as far as the zipper itself is a plastic self-healing zipper and is fairly easy to open. And we'll talk about these organizational pockets on the inside. On the LA Police Gear, it has a much bigger zipper mechanism here, as well as they're both plastic again. And the LA Police Gear seems to be just about as easy to open as the 511. So here again you can see the very close similarities in what they are in their design. You can see this one on the 511 has an upper pocket that is zippered that you can store whatever you want in, and the LA Police Gear has the same zipper that goes all the way down to the bottom of the pouch, as well as the 511. Both of these have a nice little open flap right there, and Again, on the 511, same exact thing. Both of them have two pen or pencil or whatever you want to stuff in there, little pockets right there. One pocket right there on both of these. Again, two divided pockets right here. Very, very close in design. On the outer pocket right here, you can see you have two separated pockets right here with a divider in the middle, typically stuffing AR magazines or whatever else you want to put in there. Again, it's your backpack. On the LA police gear, you can see it is just one main compartment. Let's talk about the material and how these dividers feel. I can tell you this, that the dividers on the 511 do feel just a little tiny, if at all any, more durable. But this does not feel as chintzy and weak as a lot of other packs that I've handled in this price point. This one actually feels a lot more durable than those packs that I'm referring to. Alright, so that's your lower pocket down there. Let's take a look at this upper pocket on the 511. Nothing to organize inside of there. It is just one compartment, as you can see right here, that is about from there to there. On the LA police gear, same idea right there. Just, it seems just a little bit wider. It has a bigger zipper opening, as the LA police gear is actually wider on the top because the 511 narrows on the top there like an egg. But again, very, very similar in design on those two pockets. Let's just go ahead and rip open the main compartment. Again, both of these have lashing straps with buckles on the top that you can cinch this down to as tight as you needed it. So I didn't really load these on purpose. These just happen to be in here, and this is a good talking point that I think we'll bring up in this video as well, because when you talk about cost savings, you talk about what you can apply those funds that you would have spent on another brand as well. So let's get into that here real quick after we go over the main compartment. I'm going to rip out this little here Greyman tactical MOLLE panel. I'll have a video down there in the description box if you want to take a look at this thing. It's pretty cool. But this plays a big role in talking about price point. So here is the main compartment of the 511 and the main compartment of the LA Police Gear Atlas pack. Taking a look at what they both have to offer, again, you can see the eyeglass wear. This is a nice, generous, sensitive lens case. The 511 does feel like it has a little more soft material on the inside, but we'll get back into that here in just a second after we go over this main compartment. They both have a laptop divider. However, the laptop divider inside of the 511 feels padded. So definitely no padding on the laptop compartment in the LA Police Gear. Nice padding on the 511. So that is a main difference right there on the internals. On the 511, the bottom of the pouch right here does not have grommet holes, whereas on the LA Police Gear it does have grommet draining holes. If we lift up the eyeglass wear right here on the 511, you can see it's just your standard material that runs all the way down. You can feel that it is padded with a rigid panel on the inside. Now on the LA Police Gear, you can see it offers something a little bit different. Again, you do have the padding right there on the back, and you can feel the rigid panel in there, but this has a felt panel right here that you can attach Velcro accessories to, such as holsters or whatever it may be, or whatever else you wanted to put on as far as a Velcro attachment goes. So that's kind of nice if you wanted to organize that, have something sticking right there on the top of your pouch, on the top of your pack whenever you just want to reach in and grab it. Whereas the 511 doesn't offer that at all. Another one of the similarities that these both share in common is that they are both made in Vietnam, if that matters. On the sides of the 511 here, it does look like the inner material seems to have some kind of coating on there to help it remain water resistant. On the Atlas right here, you can see that it has a PVC coating on there, which is definitely a good waterproofing design. On the outer of the main compartment, you can see that they both have just about the exact dimensions as far as these netted zippered pockets go on the little flap right here. And again, both of the zippers feel just about the same. All right, now that we took a good look at the inside, I can go back and talk about this little panel here that I ripped out of there. This is not in to promote this panel, but in to talk about the cost savings and where you can now apply those funds that you saved from not buying the more expensive brand. In this case, the 511 is double the cost of this here LA Police Gear. However, this little panel, and it does not come with these MOLLE accessories, when installed, really organizes your pack as shown right there, and you can just rip that out and do whatever, organize that however you want. But this panel and this pack, cost-wise, are the same as this empty 511 Rush 12 right here. So just to keep into consideration, whenever you're saving money, you can now apply saved money to something else to help better your situation, organize, or whatever you want to do with your funds. Maybe buy beer or something. However, this is just a good talking point whenever you're purchasing something of the more affordable quality. But again, this is the Greyman Tactical RMP Rigid Molle Panel. I have a whole video down there and a link to the description box down below if you want to get a good look at this thing. But it was worth mentioning, again, applying cost savings to another product. Alright, let's go ahead and zip both of these up and take a look at a couple more features that they both share in common and some of the differences. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about the back of the pack here. This is what you're going to feel the most when you're lugging this thing around, and both of these, in my opinion, feel very comfortable to carry. Let's talk about these shoulder straps right here, and one thing to point out is that the 511 Rush 12 is definitely more thick on the shoulder straps. Both of these support the same yoke design right here in comfort. However, the LA Police Gear padding is not as thick as the 511. Now, here's the deal. In my opinion, 511 backpack shoulder straps have always seemed extremely thick to me, especially if you're shouldering up a firearm to this. You will definitely notice this being in the way more than this thickness of a padding. This is not an insufficient amount of padding, but again, those of you who know, the 511s do have a very thick shoulder strap. The main difference on these two packs on this side right here is that the Atlas 12s boasts their Atlas feature, in which you can support the chest rig that they have, that you can buckle right into this thing and now have a zippered chest rig that attaches to this. It is all one system, which is the Atlas system, which is a pretty cool design, and we might just look into getting one of those a little later on so we can give you guys a look at that as well. And on the main differences on these two packs is in this right here that LA Police Gear offered with the pack, which is a belt strap. So this is really going to take the tension or the pressure or weight of the pack off of your shoulders and allow you to stand up straight if you have this thing loaded down extremely heavy. On the 511 does not offer the actual, but it does have attachments, so if you wanted to add a belt strap down there, you totally could, but you would have to purchase that separately. On the back of the patch here, let's quickly take a look at the bladder compartments. You can see here on the 511 it does have a rigid panel on the inside to diffuse the bulkness of whatever it is that you have in the bladder compartment. And it is removable with this Velcro strap right here. You can take that panel out if you so decide. On the LA Police Gear, again, it also does have a plastic panel in there that you can remove as well. Let's just quickly point out though that the LA Police Gear bladder compartment does look to be definitely bigger in comparison to the 511. Not by much, but a definitely noticeable difference. So both of these provide a good profile diffuser as far as what you're having in the main compartment. Sticking into your back is not going to be an issue with either one of these. Let's talk about the padding and ventilation on the 511. There doesn't appear to be much ventilation area on this one to allow air to get through on your back right there. However, on the LA Police Gear is a very thick, generous ventilation shaft right here. You can see that allows air to get in behind your back to allow you to breathe on those very hot days when you're lugging something like this around. And of course, the LA Police Gear has little rubber grips right here, which surprises me because 511 used to have that, but it appears they took that away with their new design. So you have these little rubber grips here, which kind of helps to keep the pack from sliding around when you're walking. Well, there you have it, guys. Two very comparable backpacks in my opinion. Which one would I get? Well, honestly, that would come down to my personal affordability, what range I'm looking to buy in, and of course what my necessary needs are. Knowing that the LA Police Gear is just a little bit bigger and some of the small features that it has over the 511, this might be my bag that I'm choosing. Knowing that I only need a bag that has the 511 reputation and whatnot, and the necessities that I would need in this 511 pack, such as the concealed carry compartment and maybe some of the other small features, hey, the 511 might be my pack. I don't think you'd be hard-pressed to choose either one of these packs. And again, if you're looking to do so, or to pick up either one of these, or to just take a quick look at them, I'll have that affiliate link down there in the description box down below of this video. You can click that for LA Police Gear and take a good look at either one of these, as again, they do sell either one of these packs. I appreciate LA Police Gear sending me this one out to give you guys a good look at it. If that helped you out at all, feel free to hit that like button down there. I really do appreciate it. It really does help my channel. I appreciate you guys watching, and we will catch you guys on the next video.